now, let me talk a little bit about David Lynch. And it's just like, he's a very interesting guy, of course, and he has made the most, how would I say, the most interesting movies in film history. And I think I discovered him when I was like 15, and in a Mexican streaming platform they were screening Eraserhead, and I watched like the first 15 minutes. Then as I was watching the movie, it was like getting weird and weird, and I stopped watching it because I was like, nah, that's not for me. And then what, reading about articles of, what's the best movie of all time and things, and I found like Mulholland Drive is the greatest movie of this century. And then, days later, I found in a store that they were selling Mulholland Drive, the DVD, for $1.50, and I bought it. And then it was like, I watched the movie. I was like 18 years old, and I was never the same person ever again after watching Mulholland Drive. And I still have the DVD, and I will rewatch it like once or twice every year whenever I was back in my home where I was raised. I have the DVD still there. And last, like 2 months ago, I had this life goal achieved, which was to rent a car and drive through Mulholland Drive. Just like, it's a movie that I even rewatched it in Madrid like three times in movie theaters because of the 20th anniversary. I watched it in the world's biggest movie theater I've ever been, Cinépolis Ciudad del Cine. I have rewatched it in other two movie theaters, smaller. Like, the point is that I was obsessed with that movie. Like, not even obsessed. I was like possessed by the movie. And now these last months, I finally drove through Mulholland Drive, and it felt liberating. Like, now I don't no longer want to rewatch that movie. I just feel like, okay, you already had my body and my mind and my soul like all these years now. Now I went through Mulholland Drive. I just discovered what is Mulholland Drive. It's just like, when I drove through Mulholland Drive, I just felt like it was like, it makes sense why the movie is like that. That's all I have to say. Okay, I talked too much about that topic of me and Mulholland Drive.